They were lined up early, waiting to get into the pool for the final game of the 2017 NCAA men's water polo season. It's Championship Sunday. It's a battle of LA as USC and UCLA will meet one more time to decide who will be the champ in the sport of men's water polo. Hi everyone, welcome you poolside inside the Weetangsu Aquatic Center for a battle of the two #1 teams in the country, USC and UCLA. When the season comes to a close, all you can hope for is that at the end, the two best teams are the ones that are meeting here in the final. That's what we've got on site here at USC today. And it's a rivalry that is well known in the sport of college water polo. These two teams have met in 6 of the last 9 championships. USC has reached this game 13 straight years. It's two teams that have been dominant in the world of water polo, and in 2017 we'll have a new champion, as it'll be USC and UCLA. Once again, welcome inside the Weetangsu Aquatic Center. We'll take a look back at how we got to this matchup. We start first with the UCLA Bruins, and yesterday their game against the Pacific Tigers, a 2-goal victory. Bruins started off strong, got out to a 2-0 lead. The Pacific Tigers rallied, went ahead 3-2. UCLA turned to their depth, turned to their standout freshman Nicholas Savage. He brought them home with some crucial goals, a hat trick in this one to push the Bruins past the champs from the Golden Coast Conference, and UCLA was in to the NCAA final. Who would they meet? It'd be either USC or the defending champs in the Cal Bears. This was a thrilling game. It went back and forth. An early lead for USC ahead 4-1. The Cal Bears roar back. They'd go in front 10-7 at one point in this match, following a flagrant misconduct on Lachlan Edwards. But in the end, the men of Troy rallied. Grant Stein hitting a crucial goal late. A celebration ensued, and USC punched their ticket back to a 13th straight NCAA final, a record that they've continued to build on here in men's water polo. Who will be the stars? Who will be the ones that will help lead these teams to a potential championship? Well, they turned a freshman. For USC, Marko Vavic, 51 goals. The coach's son had 3 big goals yesterday in helping the squad reach the NCAA final. They'll turn to him. They'll turn to that goalie he was headbutting with McQuinn Barron. On the other end, UCLA, Nicholas Savage, the freshman from Montenegro. He has been a standout, to put it mildly. In a year where freshmen were so strong in men's college water polo, he was one of the best. 45 goals, 3 goals yesterday in the win over Pacific, and it's 2 big physical presences for each of these teams that could spell a title for either the Bruins or the Trojans. The goalkeepers, the Catino Award winner from a year ago, the Olympian McQuinn Barron goes in net for USC. An emotional leader on this team, looking for a championship in his final season. Across the pool, Alex Wolf, a man who took over for longtime goalkeeper Garrett Danner, and Wolf, the redshirt sophomore, has an opportunity to help bring the Bruins another title after winning 2 straight in 2014 and 2015. Our officials, Joe Pila, Danielle Debajian, and we are set to begin things here in the NCAA Championship. It is a sellout crowd at the Weetangsu Aquatic Center, and a raucous one at that. They've split them up. The USC fans on one side, the UCLA fans on the other. And the Bruins take the pool, the Blue Caps, the Trojans in the white. An important note, USC without the services of Lachlan Edwards after the flagrant misconduct yesterday. He cannot play today. Brother Blake Edwards, and perhaps a sign of solidarity, will wear his number 14 cap. And the national title game is underway in 2017. And Matteo Morelli is there first for the USC Trojans. USC will go on the attack first. Here's Marin Dasic. A big goal yesterday in the win over Cal. They were all huge in a 1-goal victory. Blake Edwards looking to set up, getting a shot, and can't get much on it. So he wears Lachlan's number. He goes to Lachlan's position to work at 2 meters, but UCLA able to hold off the attack, and now Wolf with a long outlet. Here's Jack Rover. Jack Rover will pull things back out and regroup for the Bruins on their first possession here. Here's Max Irving. Double team at 2 meters as Matt Farmer had a look for a moment. Rover now from the outside with the timer to 5. They'll swing to Irving. Irving looking inside, nothing there. Shot clock to 1, they're out of time. Shot clock expires. David Styling couldn't get a shot off. and USC will take control. Opening moments, first quarter, national championship game. And we'll see our first exclusion. This will go against Savalich. So an early foul and an important piece of this UCLA attack. Trojans on their first power play. Here's Morelli. Near side now, Thomas Dunston. Back to Morelli. Takes a look. Shoots and scores. It's a power play strike from Mateo Morelli. And the Trojans get out to the 1-0 lead. Morelli gets it back on the catch and goes right over the keeper's left shoulder. Wolf had his hand up. Couldn't get a hand on that one. And the Trojans lead early. Good look there. USC head man Jovan Vapic. We'll get to the coaches momentarily. Here's Grover. Being pressured there, goes to Irving. Man-to-man look, but they're helping at 2 meters. Grover takes a look. Ordinary call. Outside 5. He can go with this one. Grover deals inside. Surging towards the cage. Penalty called! Matt Farmer drawing the penalty on Matt Meyer inside. And we'll see a 5-meter opportunity here for the Bruins and a chance to tie things up. Here's Max Irving, a senior on this Bruins squad, just like Farmer, who drew the exclusion. Irving, stuffed! McQueen Barron turns away his national team teammate. There'll be no equalizer just yet for the Bruins. And Barron igniting that USC crowd after the big block will go the other way. Here's Dunston. And we'll see an exclusion away from the ball. Grover goes in. Here's Vapic. Second 6-on-5 now for the Trojans. Dossett working 2 meters. The glare heavy on this end of the pool. Morelli. Vapic takes a look, nothing there. Morelli, near side, Dunston. Dunston waving. They'll go back to Morelli, top of the perimeter. Exclusion over, bar down and out. Meyer couldn't cash in. And the Bruins defense holds. USC now 1 for 2 on the advantage. Alex Rolsa's come on for UCLA. And the Bruins will go up on their first power play. So Matt Myers picked up 2 quick fouls here. The penalty, now the exclusion. Bruins on the advantage for the first time. There's Jesse Camus. Travisano, Rolsa. Here's Irving, top of the perimeter. Nothing there. Camus now takes a look. Doesn't like it, goes across the way. Travisano, shot clock to 10. Here's Rolsa. Irving shooting off the post. Off the mark. And the Bruins falter on their first power play try. We're back to even strength. Under 5 to go in the first. Mateo Morelli, part of a huge senior class for this USC squad out of Italy. He goes in to one of the young guns, Thomas Dunston. Exclusion on Travisano, and he was jamming up the drive. Easy call there. 3rd exclusion against UCLA. Another power play try. Dossett takes the high catch, goes to Vapic. Around the way they work it. Near side now, Dunston. Morelli tries to thread it inside. Max Irving is there. He deals it off the exclusion corner. And the Bruins kill off the power play. Austin Roan has returned. Roan, the junior from Coronado, checking in with under 4 to play in the first. Bruins still looking for their first goal in this one. Offensive against UCLA. 4th meeting of the year between these two teams. They met most recently in the MPSF final, a 7-5 victory for USC. There was some debate after that victory. USC wins the MPSF. They did not get the first seed, didn't get the 2nd seed in this tournament, the 3rd seeded team. The Bruins, the top seed. Dossett off the mark. Wolf. Long outlet finds the left-hander Roan, far side. Rolsa takes a look. No foul. Thought he had him and rears up anyway, and Barron gets a piece of that one, deflecting it out. And these two, good friends on the national team, and a fun little back and forth. It extends out of the pool and onto social media as well. Offensive, Rolsa and Edwards. It's back to the Trojans. Thomas Dunston now. Babich. Morelli. Dunston now posted. Bruins ready for that with a triple team. Edwards now, foul outside 5. Edwards lets it go off the post and out of play. Big wind up for that delivery. Couldn't connect. Second look here after the ordinary. Everyone knows this one is coming. It was off the post and away. Rolsa. Here's Roan. Ordinary called. Camus sliding inside. Nothing there. Here's Styling. Styling. That's field blocked. Marco Babich with a big field block and some words for Styling on the way down. There's no lack of intensity between these two teams. Here's Morelli. Babich now. Dosich takes a look. Dunston posting on Camus, nearly tipped away there by Rolsa. Under 2 to play. Dosich hits. 2-0 USC. Marin Dosich connecting from deep. His 27th goal on the year, scored yesterday as well. And the sophomore from Croatia just bided his time and went low corner and able to beat Wolf to the right. Head coach Jovan Babich in his 23rd season for USC, 500-plus wins, 9 NCAA titles, looking for a 10th. Adam Wright in his 9th season, 2 titles for the Bruins. They went back-to-back in 14 and 15. He's got over 200 victories in his UCLA career. Inside the backhand, trickling and in! Barron couldn't get there in time. Quentin Osborne comes on and delivers. Watching that in slow motion, I think Barron thought he had enough of it to go back and get it. And before he knew it, it had spun its way into the cage. Unable to get there in time, and Osborne puts enough spin on that one. The freshman from Huntington Beach, his 10th goal. And UCLA on the board. Grant Stein. Here's Zach DeSalle, who's come on. Trojans get into their bench here. Sam Slobodian in at 2 meters. Orman. Shot clock to 7. To DeSalle. Back to Horman. Timer to 3. Around the way, Walters with 1. Saved out by Wolf. Smart play there from the Trojans. They put it on cage, put it high, forced Wolf to make a stop. We'll have a new shot clock with a little over a minute to play here in the first quarter. Offensive against USC, so the second offensive possession never materializes. I'll give it back to Wolf. Evan Rosenfeld. Here's Rolsa. Rolsa now. with 36 seconds left. He'll give to Camus. Henriksen. Henriksen tries to go inside, tipped away and stolen. Bryce Horman has it. So the Bruins using a bit of their bench here in the first quarter as well. Get the idea, two coaches with a vibe. This one may go all the way down to the end of the fourth. Want to keep their folks fresh. 10 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Dessau, 4 seconds left. 3. Here's Stein with 2. Lob attempt well off the mark, and we've come to the end of one quarter in the national title game. USC 2, UCLA 1, and the first quarter. Both teams coming to play, especially that man, McQuinn Barron. He's kept this one from becoming all even with a major penalty shot block against Max Irving just moments ago. And that brings us to the end of the first, where USC leads it over UCLA 2-1. 1. Talked about Barron, the leader, not just doing it with his play, but also vocally during timeouts from the cage. And this was the big stop that ignited this USC team in the first quarter. Irving turned away by McQuinn Barron. And he doesn't just block it, he celebrates. We're back with more. Out. That was Mihailo Milicevic off the mark. And the ball's coming in. This is typically been a double exclusion, and it is again. So double exclusion, and it'll be Austin Rohn and Marko Vavic. Saw a few double exclusions yesterday as well. The USC Cal game, Johnny Hooper fouled out. 2 of his 3 exclusions were of the double exclusion variety. Back at it here, 5-on-5 action. And an offensive. Bruins turn it over. And we're back to 6-on-6. Here's Morelli. Milicevic. And now Dosic. Here's Matteo Morelli. Here's Dosic. To Dessau. Inside he goes. Double team. And an exclusion. That was Max Irving defending against Blake Edwards. 6-on-5 now for the Trojans as Irving departs. A little over a minute gone by. Second quarter. Morelli. A few fakes. They'll go Dosic. Tries to stuff it in near side. Alex Wolf guards the near post closely. Trojans now 1 for 4. They've missed on their last 3 power play tries. 90 seconds deep here, second quarter. Camus moving in. Austin Rohn. Lefty walks it in. Deals to Savage. He's been a bit quiet thus far. Wave off the shot attempt. We have an exclusion first. That was Felix Brozina-Willem working in down low. He's got Morelli excluded. And the Bruins will get their first 6-on-5. Camus. Savage. Across the way, Rohn. Double post opportunity here for the Bruins. Here's Savage. He'll take a look. Goes back to Rohn. Moving things around. Advantage ending. Rolsa. Field blocked away. Bruins 0 for 2 on the advantage. Trojan defense arms up, forcing that turnover. Zach Dessau, Matteo Morelli. And a Mihailo Milicevic, senior from Belgrade. Exclusion. Another 6-on-5 here for the Trojans. Dosic lost the handle, couldn't hang on. Fell off the post. Wolf controls, and Camus is excluded. He returns in a hurry. So a big chance there for the Trojans. Just unable to hang on, and will head the other direction. A little over 5 minutes to play, first half. Austin Roan and an offensive foul. We've seen quite a few offensive fouls to start here. Adam Wright in disbelief. Blake Edwards. You're wondering, he is wearing the 14 cap in place of his brother Lachlan Edwards, who was not available today. Dosic, Desaw, the look away. What a shot from Zach Desaw, and then a yellow card towards UCLA and their bench. Zach Desaw looks off the defenders and then drills it. Second look here. Working along 2 meters. They'll move inside and looks past the whole time and then fires it. Great angle here from our crew. Desaw able to put that one home. The junior from Seal Beach. And of Long Beach Wilson. He is a 4th generation Trojan. Long family history here at USC. And a big goal there to put his squad ahead 3-1 in this national championship game. Savage. Grover has come back in. Grover. Savage from distance. Swings it over to Grover. He'll move in. He's field blocked. It's UCLA Bruin offense. Add to that, 0 for 2 on the 6-on-5, 0 for 1 on a penalty. And they've got just 1 goal to show, with under 4 to play in this first half. Marko Vavic. Here's Vasiljevic, pursued by Irving. Vavic. Alex Wolf. Wolf with the right hand, can't keep it in play, but does make the stop. Power of Vavic there, getting up on his legs, waiting out the defender, and getting that angle. Freshman from Loyola High School. Local power here in Southern California, Los Angeles area. Vavic, member of the USA Men's Senior National Team, played the FINA World Championships this past summer. Budapest, Hungary. Shot clock to 7. Vavic gives a look. Stein now. Inside Desaw, 1 second left on the timer. Desaw will pull this ball out. And now we're checking with the scores table. There was an inadvertent shot clock reset, as that was down to 1. It seemed as if all there was going to be was enough time for Desaw to dump the ball. Adam Wright upset. You can imagine that if that ball turned over quicker, it could have been a fast-moving attack for UCLA. Now, they will have the ball back, presumably, but we'll have to go from the half court. Ruling there from the officials. PA announcer Mark Cusino explaining that the shot clock had expired. In any event, UCLA has it back. Here's Grover. Irving on the drive-through, so Savage. And now an exclusion against the Trojans. Adam Wright will call for time. Desaw is excluded. And UCLA will get their 3rd power play try. Just a 30-second timeout called by Adam Wright. We told you these 2 programs have been dominant as of late in men's water polo. Yes, Cal won it last year. eliminated by USC in our semifinal round yesterday, but prior to that, UCLA back-to-back, and then USC with just a ridiculous run. 6 straight titles from 2008 to 2013, and through all that, they've reached this title game every year for 13 straight years. 2 of the best. And showing it here once again as they've reached the NCAA final once more. The overall series, 85-80-1 in favor of UCLA. And the Bruins winning 2 of the 3 meetings this year, but USC winning up until today perhaps the most important one, the MPSF final, 2 weeks back at Stanford. Out of the timeout, 6-on-5 chance here for the Bruins. Under 3 to play, first half. Irving. Here's Savage. Irving waving around the way. Irving. Roan. Savage. Catch and shoot. Save. Barron. And deals it out to the exclusion corner. And he bumps the fists. Nearly had him beat cross cage, but McQuinn Barron, the long arms, able to reach out and snatch that one. Morelli. USC ahead 3-1. Looking for more as we near halftime. Walters. A fake. Over the top he goes. Hang on. No goal. Contra fouls the call as Blake Edwards was working towards the cage. And we'll go the other direction. Styling. Flair. Here's Irving. Another field block. This has been a theme throughout this first half. Dosic. Morelli. Now to Bobic. Big tussle at 2 meters. Blake Edwards and Roan, and Blake Edwards a little too physical once again. He'll turn it over. Not much flow here in this first half. You've seen a lot of offensive fouls. A lot of half-court attack here. Here's Roan. Styling. Sails it left. Morelli, an ordinary. Here's Walters. Again a battle. And this time it'll be an exclusion against Roan. No goal here. 6-on-5 coming for USC. Timeout is called. This is where being able to see what's going on under the water would be helpful, because you look at that battle between Edwards and Roan, and it seemed pretty similar to the last time down when it was an offensive foul against Edwards, but now this time it's an exclusion. The officials with a better vantage point. Boban Bobic with some final instruction here on the abbreviated timeout. USC would love to take a 3-goal advantage into the break. Excellent crowd on both sides here. These schools showing out in force. Perfect day to be outdoors. Low 70s, typical early December in Southern California. Here's Morelli. On the advantage, Grant Stein. Thought about Dasa, thought otherwise, goes Morelli. Morelli now takes a look to Stein. Bobic. Dosic. Sides coming even, advantage over. Morelli inside, and good defense from the Bruins. 3 blue caps in close. Snyder, Rolsa among them to knock down that attempt. And now the Bruins will have it back. 10-second differential, shot and game clock. Here's Rolsa. Rolsa looking for a shot. Here's an ordinary. He'll get his chance if he wants it. Alex Rolsa lets it fly in. Hits. Alex Rolsa He was looking shot the whole time and breaks a long scoreless drought for UCLA, getting them back on the board. They trail 3-2. Alex rolls to the final game of his Bruin career. And the yellow card over to the USC bench. Bit of a rebuilding year, or reloading for UCLA when they lost a host of key players a year ago, 9 guys. Also one of the mainstays. And comes up with a big goal, then a takeaway. Now 10 seconds left, a near steal. So Rolsa scoring on one end, defending on the other. Bruins running low on time. 7 seconds left. Here's Steinling. Now down to 5. Steinling lets it fly. Barron an easy stop. 3 seconds left. And with 2, Barron will let it go, and that one sails out of play. And 1 half complete in the NCAA title match. The home team Trojans lead the Crosstown Bruins 3-2. We will take a timeout and return here to USC. You're watching the 27th. And we're at halftime here at the Weetangsu Aquatic Center. USC leading UCLA 3-2. Defensive battle here to start. Take a look back at our first half highlights right here on NCAA.com. And then of Troy holding serve early on. Able to go over the top from distance. And they jumped out to a lead. They've been able to hold on to that lead throughout. UCLA went through a long scoring drought and included getting blocked on a penalty shot try. They got one there from Quinton Osborne, much needed on the backhand. But USC had an answer here, a no-look. Beautiful shot from Zach Desop. Bruins turned to Alex Rolsa. He looked for his shot. He connected. And that is the scoring. That's where we're at here. Defense, though. It's been big. For Quinn Barron, perhaps the biggest stop. And then just a host of saves and field blocks. Barron has made his share of stops. On the other end, USC started 1 for 1 on the advantage. They're now 1 for 6, and a big reason, Alex Wolf and this Bruin defense. So, as you might expect, when 2 of the best teams in the country get together for the national title, they're going to turn things up a notch on the defensive end. And that's what we've seen here through 2 quarters of play. We've also seen both teams use the majority of their bench outside of backup goalies. And so looking to keep guys fresh, looking to keep guys out of foul trouble. Matt Meyer does have 2 for USC. Austin Rowe does have 2 for UCLA. So those are foul troubles to keep an eye on. But you get the feeling that both sides gearing up for this next half, these upcoming 2 quarters, to try and make a push for the national title. We touched on the series history and what these 2 schools have done in their meetings, and it's just a series that is well balanced. 6 times prior they have met for the NCAA title, 3 for the Trojans, 3 for the Bruins. They met first for the championship back in 1996. That went to UCLA, and then it was USC winning titles in 2009, 2011, and 2012, and then it was the Bruins winning in 2014 and 2015. So this is the 7th meeting. 6 in the last 9 years. No disrespect to the Cal or Stanford programs that were truly dominant in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, but the late 2000s, this current decade, it has been USC and UCLA that have won the bulk of the championships. And as we start in this second half, it's UCLA controlling the opening sprint. Rolsa gets the start here in the second half. Teams have switched ends. Bruins in the dark caps, USC in the white. Here's Irving, and now Rolsa. Jack Rover. Looking inside to Farmer. Rolsa off the bar and post. He cannot convert. And Barron has it. And McQuinn Barron will get things started. Dosich. Lauren Dosich. Flips it inside, and an exclusion. Thomas Dunston was posting up on Savalich, and that'll be an exclusion on the sharpshooter for UCLA, and that's his second. So Thomas Dunston without Lachlan Edwards, their typical center. They've gotten creative here. Morelli, Bavich, Dosich. Morelli, now Dunston. Morelli, that's tipped away. Field block is there. Came center cage. And Rolsa got a piece of it. And we'll head the other direction. Here's Grover. Now Irving. Matt Farmer posting. He's doubled. Here's Grover. Grover takes a look. He's got 8 seconds on the shot clock. Goes to Rolsa. 4 seconds. Rolsa with 3. Big field block punched out of the sky. Milicevic was there, as was Dosich. And we go in transition. Here's Milicevic. Haven't been too many counters in this game. Dosich. Blake Edwards now. Shot clock under 10 for USC. 2 minutes gone by, third quarter. Dunston just tosses it away with the shot clock about to expire, and UCLA will control. So no goals here in the early stages of this third quarter. Still 3-2 in favor of USC. Jesse Camus sails it. Camus, the senior from Simi Valley, put that one high. The airball chants coming from the USC crowd, not just the chant for basketball. Dunston pressured by Camus on the perimeter. They'll go Marko Bavich off the post. A couple of degrees off a goal for Marko Bavich. And credit Wolf for the stop. Rolsa. Tangled up with Edwards, goes around to Irving. Irving. Field block, punched right back to him, but he controls it. Morelli there defending. Here's Rolsa. New shot clock for the Bruins after the field block. Camus looks inside, now goes to Irving. Irving around to Rolsa. To 9 on the shot clock. Rolsa field blocks. Bavich turns it away. And then some trash talk and a new shot clock for the Bruins. So 2 big defensive stops for USC, but they haven't been able to gain possession. Another field block. This time they've gotten 3 straight field blocks from USC to hold off that latest Bruin attack. Things go from bad to worse for UCLA. An exclusion on the other end. Power play here for USC. And this ignites the USC crowd looking for their first goal here in the third. So Jovan Bavich will bring his group in. looking to go in front by 2. UCLA, an 11-9 winner yesterday against Pacific, has gotten them into this game. Top seed in this tournament, tied for number 1 in the country with USC. Trojans defeated Harvard 16-4 on Thursday night, and then beat Cal 12-11 yesterday in the semifinals to get back to this tournament finale. These USC fans, the minute the doors opened, they didn't walk, they sprinted to their positions. It's a big deal on campus, and these folks were right behind them, getting their position on the other side of the pool. This is where the remodel to this facility has paid dividends. Back in the day, they'd all be jammed together on the other side in those bleachers, but since the remodel and the retanks to Aquatic Center open, now stands on both sides. As we get a great look here of this venue, one of the best for water polo in the country. Cap changes here. If anyone's keeping the old score sheet at home, Warren Snyder going to wear 14 now for UCLA. Milo Milicevic wearing 16. Trojans on the attack. Out of the timeout. This is Morelli. Tavavic. Advantage running out. Stein shovels it to his right to saw off the post. Sides are even. And now the Bruins will call for time. So a big stop there on the 6-on-5. Second look here. And Alex Wolf there, closing off near side. Wolf, the redshirt sophomore from Huntington Beach, California. Early in the year, he was splitting time with Alexander Ruzic, but took control of the job few weeks into the season, and it has been his since then. Although Ruzic has gotten opportunities to play. USC, there was no goalkeeper debate. It's been with Quinn Barron for essentially the last 4 years. It's Adam Wright. To the left on your screen, Jason Fallitz, his assistant coach. Couple of timeouts back-to-back here after a big defensive stop in the middle from UCLA. Now the Bruins will go on the attack. Timeout. Here's Rolsa. Lots of movement. Camus leaking free back door. They don't get it to him after the ordinary. Now they go inside. Farmer steps free and hits. Matt Farmer tying this game at 3. The senior from LaGrange, Illinois. His 28th goal on the year. Lots of movement drawn up there on the sideline. This was looked to be a second look on probably a play with multiple opportunities. And Farmer fired up. And the Bruin coaching staff just talking about a guy that just works hard. Has continued to improve every year at UCLA. Early on, obviously on the depth chart behind a whole host of talent. worked his way up and gotten the opportunity at a Fenwick High School. And gets a big score here to tie things at 3. That's the first goal of this second half. Here's Thomas Dunston. Big left-hander wheels one way, wheels the other. Deals to Morelli. Inside, Trojans right back in front. Walters hits. James Walters. And the Trojans take the momentum right back. They get Wolf moving side to side. And Morelli with a quick dish. And Walters able to sneak that one in. Low, near side corner. 24th goal on the year for the captain from Newport Coast, California. Rolsa, Roan. Bad pass. Thomas Dunston pops up and takes it. Just a dangerous pass there across the pool, and the Trojans were ready. Mateo Morelli, facilitator on this offense. Now Marko Babic. Bad pass on the other end. So Roan gives it right away to the Bruins. Babic does likewise, handing it off to Rolsa. And UCLA controls. Austin Roan. Alex Rolsa. That's Quinn Osborne battling in at 2 meters. Irving, he's knocked down. Heavy foul there from Morelli. Irving raising up and hitting. He takes the hit and keeps on moving. Max Irving has tied this one at 4. Knocked down, gets right back up. After the ordinary, has room to operate and hits. Another U.S. men's national team member in this matchup. He's a bit like Farmer in that he just worked his way up the depth chart at UCLA. Talking with Irving earlier this year about what's the big change. You go from being a person that didn't make a travel roster to now one of the top players on this team and on the national team. And we just talked about buying into the everyday training that he learned from some of the older players on the team. And giving his all every day, and it paid dividends. Away from the ball, look at that battle. Edwards and Rolsa. Loose ball, Walters doesn't get much on that. And Wolf controls. It was 3-2 at half in favor of the Trojans. We're tied now at 4. Power play coming for UCLA. Dunston can't believe it. He will head off. That's his first exclusion. Under a minute to play, third quarter. Rolsa. Here's Irving. Rosenfeld, now Rolsa. Shot clock to 10. Rolsa hits. And the Bruins have their first lead in this national title bout. And they've got their first 6-on-5 goal in this one. Alex Rolsa. Able to hit. You know, Rolsa's parents watching back in the Netherlands right now. are thrilled to see their son come up with a huge score. Bruins trailed by 1 at half. They now have the lead. On the other end, Desai goes off the frame of the cage and away. Long rebound that'll be controlled by USC as Vasiljevic is there. Shot clock is off. 17 seconds left. Here's Desai. To 8. From the outside, Wolf got enough of that one. Turning away, Dosic. And he'll let it fly. Barron knocks it down, and that's all for the third quarter, where the UCLA Bruins have come back to take the lead. Trailed by 1 after 2. They're up by 1 after 3. And we have a thrilling fourth quarter on the way in this national championship match. Had they go in front, the Olympian, Alex Rolsa, connecting from the outside. And the squad from Westwood is ahead. It's come down to this. 8 minutes left to decide the NCAA championship, and it's a 5-4 lead for the UCLA Bruins over the home team, the USC Trojans. Greg Meskel here with you. Thanks for joining us on NCAA.com. And the crosstown splashdown, as they call it, has reached the fourth quarter with the NCAA title up for grabs, and it's been a dominant run for the SoCal schools after Cal winning last year. Prior to that, all LA, UCLA back-to-back, and then the 6th title run for USC. So one of these teams is going to bring a trophy back to their campus. The Bruins, they think their time is now, you might suspect. And for the Trojans, well, they feel long overdue. After you win 6 in a row, going 3 years without one seems like an eternity. Low-scoring, defensive-minded battle. Lots of physical play, lots of offensive fouls, lots of field blocks. USC jumped out to a 3-2 lead. They held that at half. And the Bruins used that third quarter to rally. Going at 5-4. Fourth quarter is underway in the national title game. And the Trojans are there first. Here's Marko Babic. Marko Babic. Here's Matteo Morelli. Babic, Morelli, shot clock to 5. Morelli tipped out by Wolf. Alex Wolf ranging right, knocks it away. There with the right hand, able to knock it away. So new life on offense, new shot clock. Here's Meyer, who's returned. He's carrying 2 fouls. In at 2 meters, the all-star freshman. Babic, Savalic. Here's Morelli. Now Walters. He's got a big goal in this game. Shot clock to 10. Blake Edwards. Threads it inside. Babic, Savalic. Hang on. Exclusion against UCLA. That will go against Savalic. And so now a 6-on-5 here. And that is all for Nicholas Savalic. That is his 3rd foul. What a loss for UCLA. Their leading scorer departs. And now the 9th 6-on-5 of the match for USC. Marko Babic. Dunston. Morelli. Edwards got it. We're tied at 5. Blake Edwards goes cross cage on the 6-on-5 connection. And the senior from Melbourne, Australia, as his first of the day. 46th on the season. Everyone crashes near side. He goes over the top, cross cage, and hits. All even at 5. Edwards, another senior on this USC team. Over 150 goals in his career. 8 seniors on this USC squad, rounding out their careers today. Some substitutions here. Checking the number of exclusions on Austin Roan. He has 2, not 3. He stays out there. Rolsa. Irving. Heavy pressure here from SC. Nothing coming easy. A big tussle in close. Farmer and Walters. And Walters will depart. Power play here for the Bruins. Their 5th opportunity on the advantage. Roan. Here's Rolsa. Now Max Irving. Irving steps up. Rolsa has it. They play catch. Near side, Roan. Inside, Farmer. Bruins back in front. 2 goals for Matt Farmer, and this all the byproduct of excellent passing from UCLA. Bruins patient, and Farmer, the recipient, right on the front doorstep, punches it in. Out of Windy City Water Polo in the Chicago area. Farmer connects with another, and the Bruins back in front 6-5, and he'll get a breather. Hard work at 2 meters. Two minutes gone by, 4th quarter. UCLA back in front. A near steal there on the perimeter. Camus tangling with Stein. Pressure again on this end. Driving the Trojans out near mid-tank. Near steal there from Grover. Shot clock under 10. Shot clock to 2. Trojans out of time. To 1. And a shot clock violation. It turns over. Stingy defense from the Bruins. Irving. Grover working hard in close. Warren Snyder, who's wearing 14, also looking to post. Camus now. To 5, into Snyder, steps out, somehow got a shot off, but it's swallowed up. Big field block there. Meyer in close defending. And we're under 5 minutes to play as we go the other direction. James Walters. Here's Matteo Morelli. Bobic after the ordinary. He'll let it fly off the post. Rebound, controlled Rolsa. Big opportunity there. Second look here after the ordinary. Goes off the post and away. Here's Alex Rolsa. Bruins without Nicholas Savelich, their top scorer. Trojans without Lachlan Edwards. Not available today after misconduct yesterday. Here's Camus. Inside. An exclusion. That's Grover working inside against Marko Vavic. So Vavic goes off with his second exclusion. Sixth power play now for the Bruins. Irving. Grover looking inside, not there. Here's Rolsa. Rolsa thinking about it. Goes around the way. Far side, under 4 to play. Irving. Near side, Grover. Grover takes a look off. Barron couldn't control it. Loose ball, and the Trojans gather. They kill off the Bruin power play. UCLA now 2 for 6 on the advantage. Marin Dosic, full head of steam. Here come the Trojans. Stein. To Edwards. Goes to Meyer. James Walters posting. Being fronted right now. Shot clock to 2. Ordinary. Here it comes Blake Edwards. Lets it fly. Wolf with the left. Alex Wolf turns away that attempt from Blake Edwards. And UCLA will call for time. Second look, and Alex Wolf reading that one and able to knock it down as timeout is called with the Bruins ahead 6-5. 3:16 to play here in the fourth. We are headed down to the wire in this one, as is so often the case when these two get together. The MPSF final, a 2-goal affair, won by USC. You look back to their conference matchup in MPSF play, and that was won by UCLA 12-11. Matt Farmer drawing a pivotal penalty, Alex Rolsa converting. Adam Wright to the playbook. As we look at some of our stats here, the men of Detroit have spread it around. Their 5 goals have come from 5 different scores. For UCLA, 2 from Rolsa, 2 from Farmer, McQuinn Barron 6 saves, Alex Wolf 10 saves. Bruins 2 for 6 on the 6-on-5. USC 2 for 9. You know about the one penalty. Big block from McQuinn Barron. The 7th meeting in the NCAA final between these two teams. And the 8 clap is underway on the UCLA sideline. Regular clapping from USC. And we'll resume. Last time UCLA was able to call a timeout and draw up a play, it was quite successful. Again, they go lots of motion. Here's Rolsa. Roan gives a look. Double team. Rolsa. He'll have the green light. Takes a look. Save Barron. And McQuinn Barron controls it, but on the way down, a contra foul, center of the pool. Lots of white water. And it's back to the Bruins. McQuinn Barron comes out, a near steal and a takeaway. All orchestrated by Barron. Camus not paying attention to Barron behind him. Trying to set up that new possession, and Barron forces the tip away. And then it's stolen by the Trojans. Savvy play from the senior goalie. And a timeout called by USC. 2:46 to play, fourth quarter. We will take a timeout and return. We're here in the fourth quarter. Packed house at the Weetangsu Aquatic Center, and they've been treated to a good one. The NCAA final in men's college water polo, UCLA 6, USC 5. Greg Meskel here with you for NCAA.com. Thanks for joining us. And out of the timeout, here comes USC, looking to tie things up. Don't forget, stay tuned after the conclusion. We'll have the full awards presentation, NCAA trophy, everybody near the pool, all that good stuff coming up right here on NCAA.com. 2.5 to play, fourth quarter. Here's Morelli. Grant Stein, shot clock to 6. Morelli to 3. Lets it fly. Morelli nearly put that one in on a prayer from deep. It goes off the bar, and Wolf controls it. How about the touch on this one? He had Alex Wolf beat. If that one was on target, it was a goal. Stays a 1-goal lead for the Bruins. Here's Grover. Irving. Off the mark. Tried to paint the corner from distance. Out of play, under 2 to play here in the fourth. Second look here. And field blocker may have gotten a fingertip on that one. We come the other direction. Here's Dosic. Where do the Trojans go? For a must-have. They go nowhere right now. Offensive foul is the call. Blake Edwards, Jack Rover tangled up in close. Adam Wright's mad about something. In the meantime, the Bruins in no hurry. Wolf hangs on to this one as we fall under 90 seconds left in the national championship. Here's Rolsa. Styling driving through. On the other end, lob attempt off the bar, and it'll be tracked down by McQuinn Barron. That was Warren Snyder trying to put that one home with the soft touch. Timeout called by USC. Shot clock to 4, and Snyder lets it fly. Off the bar and away, just off the mark. And USC will talk things over. 1:07 to go, fourth quarter. 6 to 5. UCLA in front. These two meeting in the title game once again. Been 6 of the last 9 championships in the recent titles. They've all been in LA outside of last year. Cal the winner last year, but prior to that, 2 straight for UCLA and then 6 in a row for USC. And that's just part of a long history for the UCLA Bruins. They won their first title way back in 1969. Then 71, 72, and then went a long drought, 95, 96, 99. 2000, 04, and then these two you see on your screen, 14 and 15. So we think strategy here as the Trojans come out of the timeout. They've spread their scoring around. Marko Babic has been a go-to guy this season for USC. Can't forget about Blake Edwards. Grant Stein always strong from the perimeter, and Matt Meyer effective in close as they break the timeout. Under a minute to play here, fourth quarter. Trojans trail by 1, and they're going the wrong direction. Here's Stein. And an exclusion, 6-on-5 coming for USC. That's Snyder. Power play try. This is a huge opportunity for USC. Looking to tie things up. Morelli. Stein. Here's Edwards. Now Babic, put it high. Over the goal, sides are even. And now the Trojans are close to out of time. Just a 2-second differential shot game clock. Unable to hit on the power play. 2 for 10 on the advantage. But now we're under 20 seconds left. Adam Wright's got the air horn. Let's see if he uses a timeout. Bruins playing keep away. Just 6 seconds left. Wolf lets it fly. Open goal. Nails it. That'll seal it. Alex Wolf right to the pool to put the Bruins up 2. And Alex Rolsa and McQuinn Barron exchange a hug as this one is over. Barron comes out to pressure. Wolf sees an opening and lets it fly. Just 2 seconds left in this one. And that's all. The Battle of LA has gone to the Bruins. The NCAA trophy is returning to Westwood. UCLA wins it 7-5. And the Bruins finished the year 21-4. And they pick up their 11th NCAA crown in program history, the 3rd under Adam Wright. And for a team that lost so many talented guys a year ago and was supposed to be working their way back to prominence, they show they're still champions. USC Trojans finished the year 27-4, and it brings a bitter end to a stellar career for a host of seniors, including the Olympian McQuinn Barron, Bryce Horman, James Walters, Blake Edwards, Lachlan Edwards, Grant Stein, Mateo Morelli, Lazar Vasiljevic, a senior-laden squad. But it's the Bruins that are victorious here today in LA. Tough moment here for the Trojans. Trophy presentation is upcoming. Some final stats here. Bruins led on offense, 2 goals apiece from Alex Rolsa and Matt Farmer. Alex Wolf with that closing goal to seal the deal. And cue up the 8 clap. Max Irving, Quentin Osborne also adding goals. Alex Wolf, 10 saves in addition. The Trojans spread it around a goal apiece for Dossage, Desau, Walters, Blake Edwards, and Mateo Morelli. McQuinn Barron with 7 saves. USC finishes 2 for 10 on the advantage. UCLA 2 for 6 and 0 for 1 on the penalty.